Hey y'all, so this is the second part in my transsexual dating calculus video, and I'm overdue with this video. I wanted to talk about the reason why on dating apps I do not put my T on any of my a majority of my profiles do not have my T on it, and for the very simple reason, when I have tried to put my T on the apps and tried to be forthcoming, niggas would block my profile, or no, not block it. They would report it and then get me banned from the site. So I remember I had a conversation with my sister, Diamond Styles, about it, and when I told her, she's like, "Girl, why you doing that? Just take it off." So if you want to be in the game, my experience, what has worked for me, what has yielded the better results for me is for me to not have it on my profile. One, I don't want to get banned from these sites. I just think it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for trans women who date men to be banned from those sites, because site or real life, you can't. There is a chance that if you are attracted to women, some of those women are going to be trans women, whether that is virtual or more in real life. And I think it's problematic to think, from the perspective of men, whether you trans attracted or not, it's problematic to think that every woman that you're going to come across is a cis woman or is assigned female at birth. I think that is unrealistic. And also, I think men just need to deal with it. They need to deal with it and just deal with it in a way where you don't need to be violent with somebody. Like I showed y'all on video number one. No, that wasn't on that video, but I do have other examples of me interacting with guys, me pumping my teeth, and they be like, that's not my thing. I'm not into that. Wish you well. That's fine. But ultimately, I don't have it on there because I was tired of being banned from the sites. And my goal going on dating sites, particularly on the straight side, I'm not the type of girl or woman that is like, oh, I'm here to turn your man out, or I don't. As y'all see, when I talk to them, I tell them I see if they're not into it, it is what it is. I'm not there to turn men out. My purpose being on that site, knowing that my market of men who are interested in me, whether they want to have sex with me or date me, is straight men. My intention is to pull the pieces who are engaged in queer activities but identify as straight. Those are the men that I'm trying to interact with on the straight side of things, and they do exist there. They do exist there. And this goes back to that whole conversation that T.S. Madison and Nene Leakes had last summer, where Madison basically gave, I date straight men like me. They are, and to add to that, what she's saying is there are men who identify as straight. There are men who are a part of the straight community. They might engage in some queer stuff. They might be trans attracted or whatever, but for all intents and purposes, they're able to blend in and be a part of the straight set, which is why I would want to be in that dating market, so I could find men that it's that type of connection. And trust and believe, there are men that are not into it, but there's a lot of men, as y'all saw from my first post, that are here with the shits and that have experience doing it. Because a lot of these men I come across on the straight dating sites, they're the same men who on Grindr and Jacked, are messaging you with the blank profiles, or they're sending you time pictures. And then you go right on the straight site, see them on there, bitch, and get their picture and be like, oh, bitch, I got you now. And my girlfriend knows you just in case you come over, and I need to, send your picture to let her know, hey, this is who's coming over, to be safe. But again, I'm not putting my T on all of my profiles. I don't need to. And also, that's just not realistic. When you run across people and you meet, you're not going to be able to tell who is trans or who is not. And it's unrealistic from the man's standpoint to feel that you're never going to have to run across a trans woman. That's just not realistic. And also, what skills are you developing to learn how to turn a trans woman down? It doesn't have to be you're taking somebody's life. So I kind of felt like I was all over the place, but in a nutshell, I'm not taking my tea down. Y'all not banning me from the site. Y'all not getting me in the space. And also, the straight side, it's straight, but there are a lot of queer people who identify as straight. It's a lot of men that mess around, particularly with trans women, that still identify as straight, and those are who are on those sites. And those are the men that I want to connect with to see, if they like titties at the top. It's all about options. It's all about choices, and it's all about my power to disclose. And sometimes, because trans women have to be so visible on these sites, sometimes we are like sitting lame ducks. We're like sitting lame ducks. And I'm gonna do another video to talk about some of the harassment that I have experienced being on the queer apps. And because trans women have to be so visible and men don't, it's a perfect situation for men, especially men who like want to harass you and and when I say harass you, it's a range, but I'm specifically talking about men who are harassing you for sex, who after you keep blocking them, they create new profiles to come after you. And really they have the advantage to do that because usually on these sites trans women are visible and men are not. But yeah, I'm not putting my tea on my profile. I will disclose to you when I'm ready to tell my tea. And usually the vibe has to feel right. The vetting, I have to do my vetting process. And if it works, hey, we'll go. But if it's not, I'll block you and move on. I'm curious to see what type of commentary this video creates, but this is the second video.